Well, it's pretty hard to see in this blind. Me and Jax got set up about an hour ago. Our alarm didn't go off. We just got lucky and woke up. Luckily, it's on my property. Got a few small bucks crossing right here. Hopefully Jax can get his first deer. It's about 8 to 8:30 every morning. We're approaching that time now, so we shall see what's going to happen. As you can see, little man has taken a nap. It's almost 10 o'clock. We haven't seen a single deer. At least 20, 30 squirrels. Right now I can see probably 3 squirrels just right in front of me. But lots of chipmunks, lots of birds, lots of squirrels. No deer. So I think we're gonna pack it up. I'm gonna leave this blind. I'll probably go ahead and leave my chairs too. And he's gonna wake up now. But maybe. But yeah, we're gonna pack up, get out of here. I got some midday work. Get a couple jobs done, and then if I'm lucky, I'm gonna get back out this evening, but it's not a high probability, so I'm gonna go see if I can get all this work done quick. And we are going to boogie for now, so until the next time, hopefully we'll be getting a deer soon, but alright, well, I'm gonna do one more perimeter check, and then we are going to pack up and go, so we'll see. Alright. It's October 25th. Not been on this side of the property for probably nearly 2 weeks. Not been able to check these cameras. The last sit I did on this property was on the opposite side and did not see a deer. There's a lot of commotion going on around here at the time. But walking in, I spooked a deer for the first time. Coming into this set in the morning. Usually the mornings, they're not even here till 9:30. But I'm pretty sure it was a big doe, about 50 yards from here. She blew, went down the hill, moved on. I didn't hear her again. Just blew once though. Other than that, I don't know what's going on over here. We'll find out. I got some check after this, but some swirling winds. I've had perfect wind and it didn't work out here before, so maybe the swirling wind might help. I sprayed a little estrus just to see maybe if it'll swirl around and catch the right nostrils. But winds are just starting to pick up a little bit off and on. Got a front coming through right above us. There's a pretty good chance of rain, northern of the state, north of the state anyways. But yeah, so there's a chance it might rain around 11. I should be out of here by then, but we'll see. We'll try to give it to about 10:30, 11. If nothing's happening, we'll slip out of here. But I feel like with me not being here, maybe today will be the day. We'll see. I feel like it should be a good morning, at least to see a couple deer. Hopefully a big one. After 10, still no deer. Crazy part is the scrape that's always active 20 yards from me, completely covered in leaves, October 25th. It's pretty unusual. Either I need to walk the creeks and see if EHD hit this area too, or the people that were walking this boogered it up really bad. So far, I still only have one buck I would shoot, and he's only 3.5. That's, showed up on camera, but I have multiple other bucks that are also 3.5 that I wouldn't shoot just because they're not quite there yet. They need another year or two. That other one, though, he's plenty big enough for me, but he's young. I'd like to be able to let him go, but all my older bucks disappeared at once. Had 3, maybe 4 bucks over 4.5 last year. Probably more than that, to be honest with you. I've got a couple with bad genetics, but one of them from last year, he was that buck that showed up the night that I seen Inside Job. He was the first buck that showed up. He's back here. He actually daylights in front of this stand, but clearly isn't right now, or the scrape would be active. But he didn't do anything from last year. His rack looks the same. Not quite what I'd fill a tag on, especially this early. If it was getting to the point of desperation, yeah, I'd tag him because he's old, but as far as just wanting a big monster mature buck and holding out for it, I don't know what's going on. I want to, but hopefully these cameras show me something, because not seeing scrapes and not having bucks, it's almost the end of October. I can't stand it when other people just annihilate your spot being stupid. And they probably had no idea I deer hunted in here, but they also didn't have any idea who the owner was. So, that's fun. I hate squirrels. I ain't got a whole lot longer. 10 or 15 minutes, I'd say. Not looking good. I was gonna sit till 11, but I'll probably just sit till 10:30 and call it good. Get out of here, check these cameras, and hopefully something has been on here. I don't know, I'm running out of options. This is like my main go-to property. Just because all the other properties don't have big mature bucks, they just have nice bucks. Stuff I could get the kids on, or Tiffany, or Caden, but he's tagged out now, so now we're just down to me, Jax, and Tiffany. We need one small buck and two nice ones. And then we're going on doe patrol. But if this is the end for this video, we shall see you on the next one. October 29th. It's a lot warmer than it has been, which is wild. But it's like probably 63, 64 already. We've been here for about 30 or 40 minutes. It's just now to where you can really see. It was kind of a slow to get bright day. Got a few shooters in here, 8 point, 9 point, wide 9. Plenty of does. Kind of all over the place on the cameras though, so with any luck, the bedding's just right here about 100 yards to our right. This is mostly acorns right here. We got a creek over the hill. This is actually the same spot where a few years back we had a crackhead stealing our trail cameras. But I think we all ran him out pretty good. Hopefully he's not going to be sneaking around stealing ginseng and trail cameras anymore. But for that reason, we kind of didn't run cameras in here as hard as we should have. And essentially, we just didn't know what was in here. And Caden was pulling a tree stand last year, seen a pretty nice buck. We came in here again, put cameras, got him on camera there, got him on camera all the way at my house, which is over a mile from here. And yeah, I think that might be the wide one, I'm not sure. It's one of the 9-pointers, but we'll know better when we get him on the ground, or if we can get him on the ground. It sounds more breezy than it is, but that's because it's fall, so everything's coming down. I feel like we're gonna see some deer, but these warm temperatures, they kind of make people scared that the deer won't move, but they were moving really good last night right before dark. We've seen a lot driving home. Any luck, my theory on bucks moving in the heat hopefully will pay off. It's kind of swirly in here, but we're between very large additions, so sprayed some pee and hopefully anything that cruises through smells that and comes by. We'll see. I feel like it could be a good morning. It's the end of October, so we need one. Oh yeah. Nice buck.
Is it yours?
Yours. Just don't move. He's feeding down there, but he's just looking around. Can't tell what buck he is. He's just real nice. He's at least a solid 8-pointer. But he looks like a big heavy 9.
I wonder if it's that one.
I don't know, but he's just right down there. Right in the same spot that buck was the other day eating. Whatever tree that is, they like it. I need a trail camera on it.
I can't even see.
You don't see that big deer down there?
Well, I don't want to move.
Just don't move back and forth too much. He might come this way.
No, I don't see it.
He's a dandy.
It's probably best that I don't.
Just give him a little bit. We might walk right up this scrape line. feeding, man. He looked like he came from underneath the highway. That's the direction he's coming. They keep doing that. We're gonna need to bump a stand down there.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Oh, I see him.
Definitely a shooter if he comes up.
Oh, he's nice. He's tall.
Solid buck. Definitely a shooter if he comes up, I'm telling you. Just need me to do so.
Gotta keep an eye out though in case anything's with it.
Definitely not gonna look away from this guy. Stud. She's a little windy, but bucks are on their feet.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out over there.
He's angled this way if he ever stops feeding. See him where he's at. Well, it's 10 o'clock, a little bit past actually. We still haven't seen anything else. That one buck, he came down, he worked this same tree where all the other ones have hung out, and then he went straight over the hill at an angle right there. And I assumed he was getting a drink, but he never did come back, so nothing else came through. We picked out 2 trees that are closer to that, since that seems to be where they're wanting to hang out. I think we're gonna hang them about midday. We'll see. Or 7:17 p.m. It's as hot as it looks. Over 70 degrees, October 30th. Who would have thought? But I often see big bucks moving on the hot days. Not that I want to be sweating in a tree, boogering things up, but if that's what it's going to take to kill a big one, I guess that's what we're going to try to do. This wind usually cuts down the last hour when the deer move the most down into this valley, and I don't really see deer down there. Maybe once or twice, but we're gambling again. This place has really been like a polar opposite of last year, so I don't know if we're going to even see any deer, let alone a big buck, but we're hoping. Got 2 days left, not even. I got this evening and tomorrow. And if I don't, that is 25 years of no buck in October. November is usually my game. But y'all know that if you follow me. So, trying to break a curse. We'll see. Well, we turn the page. We are now on a new month. It's November 1st. It's one of those years. Didn't even draw back on a single animal with my bow in October, so it's what it is. But we're down here, back on this hotspot corner, right outside two different bedding areas. Got the wind in my favor. Temperatures dropped 20 degrees yesterday. Rained all day yesterday. It's the first rain we've had in over a month. Needless to say, we needed it. But it'll be interesting to see how the deer movement is. This is the first morning I've got to hunt down in this spot, I think, all season, or at least maybe just the second time. I can't remember, but not been a good year. We've had a lot of problems, but we'll see if we can turn around today. Hopefully I can get a shot at either the Kraken, Fred, or snakebite. But we'll see. I'm excited just to be back in the tree, but dang bus driver has been a pain in the ass and he won't come down our lane, so I'm 15 minutes late from having to wait at a different spot for that guy. But we got here a little sweaty because I had to rush, but I'm gonna try not to complain too much. Alright, let's see if we can get something killed this morning. It has been a ridiculous season. Turn the page, November 1st. I look up after I've been here for an hour or so, absolutely nothing happening. And I see a deer coming, and it didn't even look that big at first. And when I got my eyes on his rack, it was for sure a snake bite. Had that 10 point at 35 yards. But right where he was standing was nothing but brush. Of course, he'd come in on the one spot that I don't have any shot. I'm literally planned for where the deer always come from, bucks and does. And I see him come through. There's a couple does jacking around behind him. They go up and around. He's staring at them the whole time. Sure enough, he starts to follow them, so I grunt at him a couple times with my mouth. He grunts right back. I don't know how well the camera picked it up, but I got him to grunt all the way up that hill. Snore wheezed at him, he stopped for a second, grunted a couple times, and kept going. I think he's more worried about the does. But yeah, huge buck, big stud buck. I'd have loved to shoot him. I lost him 50 yards up the hill. I don't know if he's going to come back down, but I doubt it. Then as soon as I I was already up. As soon as I turned the GoPro off, I looked up. 25 yards coming to me was a coyote. I thought he seen me. He actually sat down, and I was starting to draw, and my bow hanger was in my way, so I was having to lean. And when I did that, he got up to trot this way, and I started to let down so I could move the camera, self-filming. And at 15 yards, he stopped and looked right at me. Took off running. Well, that was crazy. Had the cards played out right, I would have killed something right there, but all that told me 100% for sure is I need to move this stand. I like this stand. Put it here last year and I liked it then, but I've not killed a deer out of it. And most of my shots usually end up being, kind of right over here anyways. And where he came out, he walked right in front of my trail camera. So that'll be fun. Have a trail cam video of him while I'm in the stand. But that was crazy. Big buck. We need another one of them. Only not go up the dang hill. That's literally the trail I came in on. I would have figured he'd smelled something and turned around and came back, but he didn't. I hope it gets far enough away, because that's the only way for me to get out of here, is to go up that trail. Deer hunting. Love-hate relationship. Literally, I was at the distance. I've got crap in my way, so I'm going to be eyeballing a new tree, see if I can get myself in a better position for that spot, because that's not the first time he's came out there on trail camera. But that is the first time I've had deer come out of that spot in an entire year of hunting here. Actually, we won't say whole year, because obviously deer season's only a few months, but all of last season and so far this October up until just now, there was at least 2 deer, maybe 3. Man. Well, that's what we needed, but sometimes self-filming really will cost you more than it'll help you. I think it cost me that deer, because if I wasn't filming, I could have just leaned out, picked a hole, and shot him. Same thing with the coyote. If I wasn't filming, I'd have just shot him. I'd have never had to let down. But I almost did it. He was right here. Both of them. I've been after that coyote ever since I shot the first one in muzzleloader 2 seasons ago. Didn't get video of it just because I literally looked behind me and there were 3 coyotes, so I just turned and shot. And ever since then, there's only been 2 on camera. But we'll see. That's the first time I've actually seen the coyotes in person while in the stand. Usually it's just while walking or on trail camera, but alright. I've got the shakes now that everything's calmed down. I doubt I see another big one, but you never know. Squirrels are playful today. Come on, big deer. Man, that was wild. Alright, I'm gonna settle in and see if something else comes out.